to our school director, Reverend Father Roy M. Rosales, to our distinguished guest speaker, to our principals, Mrs. Presosa G. Landrito and Miss Lorita N. Evangelista, to the Directors Council, to our beloved teachers and mentors, to our ever-supportive parents and guardians, and to all cherished graduating students, a pleasant afternoon to us all. When we were just little kids, we wanted foolish dreams that we cannot possibly reach, like being a knight, a king, a princess, or a queen. But when we got a little older, we really aim high, like being an astronaut, a scientist, or a world-renowned boxer. Subsequently, our minds mature, and we dream of a life that is successful with real-life professions, like being a doctor, an engineer, or put up our own business. Graduation marks the end of one chapter in our lives and opens a door to a much more challenging learning experience. As we end our high school life in this day, let us keep on looking forward onto our college journey and continue on looking back on the things that help us achieve where we are right now. It is a great privilege for me to stand in front and represent the graduating class, to make gratitude to the ones who have been of big help to each and every one of us. To the Almighty Father, ever omnipotent, for the guidance, blessings, and His beautiful plans for us. He is the one who I can depend on when there's nobody who can understand me. His saving grace keeps me on going. I thank Him for the wisdom and perseverance He has endowed to me and to my fellow graduating class. He has showered us manifold blessings that are enough for us to be worthy to be called men and women of noble character. To our parents, with their unconditional love, undying support, and great patience with us, I am proud to be a son of my mom and dad. Mommy, Daddy, these honors are for you, for repaying your hard works to send me to a good school, to guide me all throughout and loving me and my sister forever. You know it's true, everything I do it for you. Mommy, Daddy, I love you, I really do. To my sister, who never fails to help me, especially in my assignments whenever I needed her. Thank you for guiding me in my studies, and I wish you all the best for your future career ahead of you. Si ate, magna cum laude, idol talaga kita. To my family and relatives, who is proud as they can be for what I have become, I greatly appreciate all the advices and cheers along my journey towards success. To Mommy Pearl Rosales, for all the things he had done to me. Mommy Pearl, you are like a family to me. To my educators, for molding me to what I am right now. Thank you for being my second parents and making PCS community my second family. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and knowledge with me. To Reverend Father Roy M. Rosales, for being the most supportive director we ever had. To Mrs. Presosa G. Landrito, for your disciplinary works for us. To Ms. De Villar, for always being there for me and to my family. To Brother Ronald Torres, even though he is not here, he has been a big influence to me. He is like my second father when he was here as a secretary of Father Bon Vargas. To my elementary teachers, I wouldn't be here without you guys. To Mr. Gapa and Sir Riculio, for being not just a teacher but also a really, and I mean really close friend of mine. Ginawa niyo po ang lahat para matulungan ako, hindi lang po dito sa school, pero pati na rin po sa aking personal life. Both of you made sacrifices for me whenever I needed help. Both of you guys are truly amazing teachers. To Mrs. Harabo, for giving us a tender, loving care when we were in first year. To Mr. David, for always reminding me that I need to be a role model to my batchmates. Sir, hindi ko po kayo malilimutan dahil kamukha ko po kayo eh. To Mrs. Gitiso, for making me tough on every hardship I have been through in her subject. To Mr. Vera and Mrs. Dingal, for taking good care of us SCB officers. To Mrs. Arpilia, for giving us all her time just to make sure that we are in the right path. And for making us mature on the way we speak, feel, think, and act. One thing I can never forget from Ma'am Arpilia is this: si Mama. To Mrs. Ison, for pushing us to the limit. You made us believe in ourselves that we can achieve anything. We just need to put our full attention to it. To Mr. Sorboles, for giving me inspirational and wonderful advices, and for making me mature enough, psychologically and spiritually. To Mrs. Kura, for making me feel how to be a survivor on the honor roll. Kay Ginang Cabrejas, sa pagtuturo sa amin ng paninindigan sa mga bagay na sa paniniwala namin ay tama. To Ms. Reyes, for letting me and my out-of-this-world ideas work in her subject. To Ms. Marrero, for making me change my attitude being negative. To Mrs. Vera, for giving me another chance of proving myself and to her and to the school. To Ms. Ampe, for always reminding us the do's and don'ts of a fourth-year high school student and for giving so much considerations. Kay Ginang David, sa matyagang pagpapaalala sa amin ang basics na asignaturang Pilipino. To Mrs. Berasil, for making us realize that we should never be afraid of committing mistakes. Ma'am, isa po kayo sa hindi ko malilimutan teachers dahil sa inyo po ako naglakas loob sabihin kung ano ang nararamdaman namin in behalf of St. Teresa of Avila. I could never forget that day. That's the end of our sorrow and the beginning of happy moments in our relationships. To Mrs. Celos, for being patient to us and giving all her best to make mathematics an easy subject. To Mrs. Fulgeras, for believing in me that I can do this and I can do that. Ma'am, salamat po dahil kahit kailan hindi po kayo nagduda sa kakayahan ko. Parang kayo nga po yung #1 fan ko eh. Salamat po. To Mr. Cabrejas, for teaching us practical things and the technicalities in life. To Ms. Carminal, for being like a sister, a friend, and even a guidance counselor. Ma'am, all-in-one po talaga kayo. To Mrs. Salazar, for being a teacher who is full of surprises and for being an awesome teacher. To Mr. Alterejos, for being our Daddy A. Kung may Daddy A, may Mommy A. Hi, Ma'am Ampe. Sir, words are not enough to describe your greatness. You are an exceptional teacher. I just don't know what to say. You're just so good in all aspects. And to Ma'am Wele, for helping us to be men and women of noble character. And to my friends, my companions in every step of the way in high school life, my colleagues in every hardship and laughter, through happiness and sadness, along high school life's sweet and bitter experiences. They are the ones who get through the things I got through. They are the ones whom I studied, work, and play with. Sa grupong Bones, salamat sa inyo kahit isang beses ko lang kayo nakasama. Naging part pa rin kayo ng high school life ko. Sa Bravo Company, thank you for making CAT an exciting subject. proud to be Bravo. To my section, St. Teresa of Avila, salamat sa lahat ng memories. You guys are the best. Sa Voice Over Igna, thank you sa lahat-lahat. You guys are truly one of a kind. Sa Triple J, Jejumar, Jeremiah, and myself, Jedryk, for being brothers to me because I never had one until I met both of you. Sa best friend kong si Leanne Pearl Tuason, dahil palagi kang nandyan at kahit kailan ay hindi mo ako iniwan kapag may problema ako. And lastly, to Maria Angelica T. Cambry. Angelica, thank you for being an inspiration to me and for giving me motivation to never give up on anything and to never give up on you. Today is the first day of the rest of our lives. We have to step up our aim and make it happen and always be reminded that we are men and women of noble character in everything we do and in every place we go. So live life to the fullest. Start to make realization in our dreams, and in the long run, we can be anything we want to be. Congratulations, graduates. One thing more, this is not the end. It's just the beginning from Batman. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jedryk, for that wonderful speech. Surely your classmates in other year levels will miss your presence as we approach the next school year. At this point, let me call on the very endearing and prim yet proper fourth year level coordinator, Miss Aida F. Ampe, for the introduction of our honored guest speaker. Ma'am.